Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, September 5, 2016, 12:27 a.m., Birmingham. And the topic, guys, there's a lot of things that aren't right, a lot of things that are going on today that shouldn't be, except for there to be a bigger picture that we're not seeing right now. And I believe that bigger picture is for those who aren't looking. But for those who are looking, we see it and we kind of know what it is. And number one, and this is still something that has increased over the years. It has increased by 300 times. And these are the numbers of movies that are alien in a general topic. Is alien, whether it's gods that are, goose. I'm sorry, Thor, Zeus, and wow, so many others. And on top of that, you have the Bible that speaks of these other gods. And God made it clear. He sits at the table with these gods. And he makes it clear to remind them. He said, "But I have made you all. You sat at the council at my table." But he reminded them, don't forget, Yahweh is Elohim. But Elohim, and he pointed at all of them, are not Yahweh. So he taught them all, said, you're kind of little gods with a little g, but you're not me, because I have made you, and you will die like men. He made it clear. We're seeing this today. We're seeing it plastered all over TV, all over the movies that are coming out. But why? Well, the why is our warning that the clock is about to hit midnight. It's a warning not only to America, but I'm talking about around the world. If you go and look at some of the topics in Japan, look at them in China, which in China they don't want you to look at too much except their own gods, which is the little Chinese leaders up there, and the North Korean, he's still sucking his thumb. But anyway, the point is they're trying to bring and get you used to something else. This is typically it's a better way to brainwash a person doing it this way than it was back when they would have to do it face to face rather on TV. Like when Cuba, their Castro did it. He goes to the schools when they're at age 3 and 4, kindergarten, and tells them, pray for Christmas. Pray that Santa will bring you presents. Pray that God will hear you as Santa bring you presents. And this will go on over years, and pretty soon he says, well, then pray that Castro will bring you presents. They do, and he does. So they're brainwashed. And a lot of countries are still that way. A lot of them. And a lot of them are expressing themselves so, they're doing like Hitler. If you cross me, I will kill you. I'll kill your family. Like Saddam Hussein, the same way. Well, they're doing this, but they're doing it in a different way. They're going to suddenly pop up in the skies thousands of UFOs all at once. It's not going to be one just kind of ease in. It'll be one to ease in to tell you, say, others are behind me. They're going to make themselves known to us soon. And there's a few people that want to do it now, and Obama wants to be one. But they don't probably like Obama as much as I do. But the point is, something is coming. They're picking fights with us, and they know Obama is not going to do a thing. 3 days ago, they're doing a practice. I think it was in a neighboring country of Russia. I'd have to go look on the map. I forgot the name of it. But doing some practice, they've got 5 F, I don't know what they were, to be honest, 13s, I don't know. And then, actually 10 of them, but they're not armed. They're armed with a like inside is a video game. You know, when you hit your target, and these things are plastered targets, then you're down. So they're having their war games going on in a small scale. And these are training their top guns to get out to do the real thing. Well, then all of a sudden, over comes the radio. Of course, you can't understand them, but it's interpreted Russian airspace, Russian airspace, Russian airspace. Said it 3 times, and they ignored it because they're a long way out of Russian airspace. And then a few minutes later, it said it again. It said danger, danger, danger. Well, still they ignored it because they're a long way out of Russian airspace. It's not anything like when they had all these flybys of ships out of the Mediterranean, and one of them is 20 feet off the bow. So, and then another thing, this happened either Thursday or Friday. I think it's either Wednesday or Thursday. There's another boat, but it's a bigger boat, United States, and I don't know exactly which one it was, but it was not the 3 little boats that our men was in, and they're kind of scouting. One of them was broken now, so they're headed to a port to get some repairs, but there was 3, I think. Well, here comes Iran, and they take 3 of our boats and our men, and they did things that we're not talking about yet. But they did it again, either Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm going to say chances are it was Thursday. But this time, look, number one, we don't need anyone's permission to warn someone in a manner that's more threatening than waiting for them to come to us. We say, what do you want? So this time, Iran sends 3 boats, and they're coming to one of ours, and they're filming it, and the camera zooms in on them. Said, yeah, they're going to pull the same stuff that they did last time. And then one of the guys said, well, I don't think so. And he went over and got on. I don't know if it was a 50 millimeter or whatever he got on, but he just let off a burst in about 200 feet in front of the boats. And I mean, water's shooting up 50, 60, 70 feet. And all 3 of the Iranian boats made U-turns and went back. That's all they had to do the last time. But also Iran, they have started 2 more $10 billion, thanks to Obama giving them $150 billion, plus whatever other billion they gave them for something else. But they started 2 plants at $10 billion apiece, and Russia's breaking ground on them as we speak. And even though they're breaking ground on them, they have the S-300s sitting there right beside them. Like they need S-300s to stop them from breaking ground. Point is, it's getting rowdy over there. It's getting where doing their best to make and they're laughing, guys. They're laughing at Obama. They really do. They laugh at Obama, and I would too. I laugh at him. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. But they're not going to laugh at Trump. That's a promise. And keep in mind, he's going to be president. Again, prophecy through the firemen. And you know what? I don't care. A lot of people say, fireman my butt. Well, you know what? He's had a donkey to speak to people before and give them prophecy. So, what about that? God speaks in many ways through many things. Wait till a butterfly lands on your shoulder and tell you he's going to knock your block off if you don't straighten up. I mean, think about it. God's trying to tell us something in many, many ways. But we have a man that doesn't know God. He knows Muhammad and he knows Allah, but he didn't know God. But Trump knows God. Like Benjamin Netanyahu, he knows God. I believe he and God have regular conversations. I do. And this is why Netanyahu is just merely throughout the day, every day. He knows he's protected. But we're not protected, not right now. But our men took it on their own to stand on their own 2 feet just the other day, twice, over in 38 miles off Russian airspace. And I'm talking about neutral. And then the 3 boats that thought, well, they'll come on in and grab a little bit bigger boat and haul them in this time and make them sit down, cross their legs, and fold their hands and bow their head, whatever they do. But that's not going to happen again. At the risk of blowing all 3 of those boats out of the water, it was not going to happen again. And we need to stand that way. Obama's leaving. Trump's coming in. Start acting like Trump's coming in. And then take the warning that's been broadcast. It can't get any louder than it is. Something is going to happen. And before something bad happens, we're out of here. Jody Wolf Expoz.